Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Not too long ago I made a video on Blader's Odyssey, reacting to some of their videos. But in this one I decided I'm going to give some ideas on what should be in the game. Now, hear me out, right? Some of these things could already be in the game and I probably don't even know about it. So, hey, please don't flame me. And even if it's in the game, hey, maybe they can take some from this video and add it onto it. I don't know. But yeah, we're just gonna be talking about bays they can add, maybe some new mechanics to the game, and just ideas in general. Hey you! Hey, I bet you didn't know this, but I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs before the end of the year. Help me out, please. And yeah, enjoy the video. Alright, to start the video off, I'm gonna break it down into two sections. One section being Beyblades I would want to see in the game, and the other section being ideas I have for the game. And to make it more simple, I'm gonna only be suggesting 3 Beyblades this video. So yeah, it's only gonna be 3. And for the ideas I had, probably just 3 as well. So yeah. Alright, for the first Beyblade I would want to see in this game, I mean, it's kind of obvious based on the thumbnail, but come on, bro. You gotta add freaking Phoenix in the game. Now, if he already in here, ain't good. I'm straight. But if he's not, what are y'all doing? And what I'll be doing is I'll be breaking down the typing of each Bey I picked, what abilities they should have, and even the gimmicks. So yeah, we're gonna start off with Revive Phoenix. Now, Revive Phoenix is the defense type Bey that spins to the right and also has a gimmick where the armor can come off, which prevents it from taking damage technically. And now let's talk about the abilities of Revive Phoenix. So the first skill I'm going to talk about is Revive Impact, and basically what it does is it allows Phoenix to jump into the air using gravity and increase the spinning power to fall and crash into the opponent's Bey. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I can actually see this skill being in the game. It's definitely on the more chiller side, nothing too crazy like the rest of Phoenix's skills. So let's move on to the next one, which is Phoenix Break. Now, Phoenix Break is when Phoenix's performance tip builds up a lot of friction to grind against the stadium wall, and it will increase the speed and power to deal a lot of damage. Yeah, this is one of the more chiller moves as well. It's like a sudden boost in speed and power basically. And for Revive Phoenix's last skill, it would be Revive Crush. Revive Phoenix's armor is blown off into the air and it falls right back down while you're rushing down the opponent's Bey. So yeah, this is definitely like the cleanest skill in Revive Phoenix's kit, like 100%. Now, I don't know how the devs can balance this out, but what I can say is if they can like have a little knockoff feature where like the armor is like suspended in the air for a bit and then you press the skill and it comes right back down, hey, I'm good with that. But yeah, this is Revive Phoenix. Now we're gonna talk about Dread Phoenix. Now, Dread Phoenix isn't gonna be the second Bey, it's just like the evolution to it. Don't worry, it's the only one in the video. But yeah, let's talk about it. So, Dread Phoenix is still a defense type and it still spins to the right. The first move I would probably want them to add would be Dread Crush. It's like the same thing as Revive Crush, just a little bit stronger. Yeah, I can see them adding that. Alright, and the next skill would be Dread Cannon, and that is when Phoenix's armor is on the stadium floor and he can actually hit it to the opponent. I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard of this and saw it, it was actually pretty Mickey, I can't even lie. But it's a pretty cool move nonetheless. I say a way they can actually make it into the game is like have it on the stadium ground, right? And they can even have like a marker above it so it tells you where it's at. And also they should make it where you shouldn't be able to like actually like hit it. Instead, like press the skill again, because I'm not trying to run into my part and have it fling across the map. Just saying, that would be pretty Mickey. There's another variant of this move actually, and it's just called Dread Cannon Double. It's basically when you just hit it twice. I don't know if they're gonna add that to the game. That does sound pretty busted, I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, I don't know if they can make that a move or not, or like an add-on, I don't know. But yeah, and for the ultimate, it should genuinely be Final Dread Impact. It's the same thing as Dread Impact, just with more speed and more power behind it. Yeah, they should definitely make this into its ultimate skill because it's actually really cool. Overall, Phoenix is just a really cool Beyblade that I hope they add into the game because it has a lot of options. You can either go Revive Phoenix or Dread Phoenix, either one works. Now, let's move on to the next Beyblade. And the next one is Dread Hades. Now, Dread Hades is a bounce type Beyblade that spins to the right. Now, unfortunately, this Bey only has 2 skills. for obvious reasons. But you know what? We don't talk about it. Alright, the first skill would be Dread Pulse. And basically this allows Hades to build up a lot of energy to deal a massive blow to the opponent. When I saw this in the show, it wasn't a bad skill. It was like okay at best. Nothing to write home about. But Dread Gravity, oh yeah, there's skills like that. Probably the best skill in Turbo in my opinion. What this skill does is like, it circles the opponent and just like close them in and then just knocks them around, leading to like a big explosion. It's a crazy skill. It's gonna be on screen, but it's like you just close them into like a vortex. It is actually a crazy skill. Overall, Dread Hades isn't a bad Bey. It just doesn't have that much stuff going on with them. And you guys might be thinking, out of all the Beyblades in the show, why this one? Well, I had an idea with this Beyblade, so please just bear with me. Stick around till I get to the idea section of the video, because I'll tell you why I chose it. But anyways, let's move on to the last Bey of the video, which is Suo's Heat Salamander. Now, Heat Salamander is a balance type Bey with a counterclockwise spin. So yeah, it's our first left spinning Bey of the video. Now this Bey does have a gimmick which allows this performance tip to have like 4 modes. It's like an attack mode, a defense mode, a slingshot mode, and a battle ring defense mode. It's something weird. I'll put it on screen. I'll show a screenshot. But yeah, it's pretty cool that it has this many modes, but it's like, bro, like I don't know how they're gonna put that in the game, but hey, balance it out or something. Alright, let's get into the abilities. The first ability that I chose for Suo's Heat Salamander was Swirling Inferno. And to use this move, you have to have your performance tip in defense mode. And what this does is it allows Salamander to create like a flaming tornado, and it increases attack and defense, so it is a pretty good skill. Alright, the next ability that I chose was Rain of Swordfire. This is the first counter move of the video. And what this move does is it allows Salamander to flip in the air and increase its speed and, you know, build up that flaming tornado, and it'll fall down on the opponent, countering it. So it is a pretty cool skill. And when I saw it in the show, it's like, what's going on? And you know what? This kind of goes well with the physics they added into the game, so I can definitely see this being a move. For Heat Salamander's last skill, it would have to be Crimson Lotus Blaze. And this move can only activate in defense mode, and what it does is it increases spin speed and it creates another flaming tornado, but it's the strongest one this time, and it increases attack and defense. So I'd probably say this is like a buff skill if anything, but it still does damage. So yeah, not a bad kit. I say it's pretty solid, and I'm pretty interested on seeing how this type of thing will get implemented into the game. So yeah, those are my 3 Beyblades that I hope they add to the game: Heat Salamander, Dread Hades, Revive/Dread Phoenix. Now we can finally move on to the last section of the video, which is my ideas. Now I did come up with 3 of them, so I'll talk about them. Now the first idea I thought of was, what would make players be different from other players? And that's when I had the idea of pathways. Now the first pathway I'm going to talk about is the path of Hyperflux. Now what is Hyperflux? Hyperflux allows your Beyblade to transform into a golden state, giving it a big boost in power. Now maybe this would give it like more attack and defense, I don't know, but it did sound pretty cool for your Beyblade to like sparkle up and turn gold. I don't know, it can make you different from other players. Alright, quick little update. I did not know that Dark Flux existed, so I'm gonna put this in here. Dark Flux is almost the same as Hyperflux. The only difference is that with Dark Flux, you can actually absorb the golden state of Hyperflux. Now, I don't know how that will work in game, if they want to add it or not, but I feel like that's actually kind of busted. It's like absorbing energy, so maybe a lifesteal. Maybe that's like a lifesteal route or something like that. I don't know, but it sounds pretty cool. I just learned about it today. But yeah, I just wanted to plug this in. But yeah, that's the first path. Now, the next path I'm going to be talking about is the path of resonance. Now, to make this simple, I'll break it down into 2 parts. There will be a good side of resonance and a bad side of resonance. The good side of resonance will give your player an amp, and it will boost your base power. I don't know, they can make this like a cutscene where you shout or something. I don't know. But yeah, it can probably give them like I don't know, maybe more stamina or something like that. Now for the bad side, not gonna lie, the bad side will technically just turn you into a masochist. Yeah, you heard me right. You like pain, buddy. Now, people with bad resonance in the show can actually feel the hits their Beyblades is taking. And this can probably give them like a boost in defense. And the more hits they take, it might switch to attacks, so they might, you know, start dishing out stronger attacks because you hit them a lot. I don't know how they can balance this out, but the idea sounds pretty cool. Now, the second idea I had was kind of questionable, which went along the lines of, I don't know, breaking your opponent's Beyblade. Now look, I know this sounds insane, but give me a chance, let me cook. Now it's not like you're actually breaking their base, it's more like a cutscene similar to the burst one. Instead of like saying burst, it would say shattered or something like that. They can make this to like a requirement to evolve certain bays, and on paper this doesn't seem like a bad idea. And the reason that I even had this idea to begin with was because of Fi breaking Hyde's Bey and then like evolving it with his piece, and I just thought, maybe this can be like a, I don't know, maybe an evolution route. Now for my last idea I had was actually listening to your guys' ideas in the comment section. Give me some ideas on what you guys think should be in the game, and tell me why you want it in the game. But yeah, it's been Lusagi. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh crap, I hit my mic. Ooh. Man. Yeah, I'm definitely leaving that in too. Will be Phoenix Break, and basically what it does is it allows it, oh my goodness, but yeah, we're not done yet. Yeah, I'm the ultimate Fi Glazer. I do not care. I mean, he's not like Louis, but like, come on, bro. Hey bro, I gotta let him have Dread Phoenix too. We bringing that in here too. So yeah, actually no, I ain't gonna say all that. Alright, and for the ultimate skill, it would be Final Dread Impact. I am redoing that for sure. Dread Phoenix's last skill, in my opinion, should be Final Dread Impact. It only makes sense. It's like the Final Dread Impact he does. And yeah, it's basically, stop saying The next skill is probably one of the best skills in the show, in my opinion, which is Dread Gravity. And basically this skill allows the beta. I can't talk right now. Alright, the next Bey on the list will be Dread Hades. Now, the typing on this Bey is a balance type, and the spin direction is right. Why do I go off script? Damn, I didn't even say anything.